I am so sorry, you guys. As soon as I hit the live button, it was a phone call I had to take. So I do apologize to you guys that y'all had to sit here and y'all were probably like, what in the world is she doing? What is going on? What is the child? For those who were with us earlier, I remember I told y'all I had to talk to my aunt. Honey, we still trying to get it taken care of, honey. It's still no sound? Hold on. Y'all still can't hear me? I took the mute off. Hold on. It's not muted. I don't know why y'all can't hear me. Hold on now. Let me see. Can y'all hear me now? Now you can hear me. Can you hear me now? I'm just going to not touch nothing. Can you hear me now? It's the delay. Okay. Then I'm just going to wait a second then. I do forget about that delay sometime. Okay, everybody can hear me now. Okay, thank you. Because I was like, I knew I had unmuted. So yeah, I was trying to work with something with my aunt, and I told her I'm probably just gonna have to end up setting it up for her child. My aunt is hey Miss. First of all, let me speak to everybody. But hey, Miss Creole, Abby, who gave me a hard time earlier. If y'all didn't see Abby giving me a hard time earlier, y'all need to go check it out. We had a good time earlier, honey. We watched ourselves some Heat of the Night, and then Abby gave me a hard time. Anyway, hey Yoli, hey Discovering Dad, Sassy Francis, Vovo, what's up, Cookie? Sassy Francis, fresh pressed juice. Okay, fresh pressed juice. Oh, this is sees too much. How you doing, girl? I didn't know that was you either, child. Krista Queen. Hey, Kivana the Capricorn. Hey, Jen Marie. Okay, I'm caught up. So, hello, everybody. Everybody who's here. Lace Queen, what's up? All of those in the room, all those in the bushes, all of those. Yeah. So my aunt is retiring from teaching, and she's having like this big, like, after 5. That reminds me of something. Anyway, but she's having this big after 5 party, so she wants to send out a save the date, but she wants to send it through Abby, girl, ain't nobody tripping over who dislikes the video, child. I don't care. Let me tell you something. YouTube measures engagement whether you hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. That just means somebody was here. I don't care. You ain't got to like none of it. Okay. Yes, that's right, Miss Creole. Get her. Bad, Abby. Bad. Why does thing keep coming off of here, y'all? I got my little, I got my little cheap light right here, and it's a clip thing, and the keep getting ready to come off. Child. Oh, Lordy. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Forget it. We're just gonna. I don't know. Anyway. So she's trying to do a save the date. And then she's going to send out the invitations in April because the party is in like June. So she wants to do a save the date now. But, in this day and age, people don't have people's phone number. These are people she wants to invite people she's worked with over the years. And a lot of those people you are just Facebook friends with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all became Facebook friends. Y'all like each other's kids' prom pictures. And that's it. Y'all don't talk like that. And she just wants to, but she wants to invite, it's a retirement party. So she wants to invite all of her former colleagues and people that she's worked with, and even some of her former students who are old enough to come that she's still in touch with. That's my aunt that taught Vernon Davis and and I ain't gonna say she taught Jaded Nerd. No, Jaded Nerd, they didn't. No. She didn't teach a Jaded Nerd school. No. I take that back. But she taught Vernon Davis. And so yeah. Anyway, the football player Vernon Davis, for y'all, some of y'all who's sitting there going, who? He's a football player. So yeah. Anyway, so that's why I was trying to help her figure out, because I can't tell you the last time I did an Evite invitation. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to go and do a dummy event and walk her through it? Because I don't know. What she was trying to ask me, I don't know. Because I haven't used Evite in a minute. So anyway, y'all. Anyway, what's going on, you guys? I figured, listen, let me just go on and say this from the door. This is going to be shady, but educational. Shady, but educational. Let me take a drink. I probably should have poured me a real drink for this one. It is Black History Month. And it is in my nature to make sure that I educate people as I'm telling them they are wrong. See, I am not a just tell you you're wrong kind of person. I'm going to tell you that you're wrong while I educate you on how you can be right. Okay? And so let's talk about slavery today. There have been a lot of things being said out in these YouTube streets over the last 24 hours about slavery. I'm not going to get into why, where, who, or what. Let's just talk about the fact that it is. Now, Saturday morning, I was in a live. My boy, ReallyBTV, y'all have seen him. That's right, with the emojis. Yes, with the emojis. You guys have seen him on our panel over here, or on my panel over here. We've also been on his channel when it comes to the Chasing Dallas brand. And there was someone that came in, because I'm going to start at the beginning. I'm going here for a reason. There was someone who came in his chat. Now, the person was a troll. Let me just be clear. The person was a whole troll. And they were trying to bait us. It was clearly either someone who was a white supremacist or an ignorant, entitled white asshole, or someone pretending to be. Because that's the thing about trolls, is sometimes a troll could be a whole Black person talking about they a Trump supporter just trying to bait you. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Yoli. So I don't know who this person was, but they were clearly a troll. And Yes B was talking about race, hatred. He was talking about just, hey, what's up, BB Nice? The power of hatred, right? And the person, he got into slavery. He started talking about slavery. So the person in the chat, the troll in the chat, started talking about why do we keep acting like slavery was about people? I'm paraphrasing because his exact words don't matter. Why do we keep talking about slavery as if people were actually kidnapped? The Africans sold each other into slavery. Do you really think that something on that level could be happening and nobody say nothing? Yeah. Hey, Jasmine Hill. I taught at Jasmine Hill once upon a time. Are you the Jasmine Hill I taught? She was one of my babies. That's why I remember. She was one of my babies. I have to tell y'all a story about Jasmine Hill. Put a pin in that one. There's a funny story for. I mean, you may not be that Jasmine Hill, but it's a funny story about my Jasmine Hill that I taught. Anyway, so I said, now y'all know my first instinct was I responded the first time. I responded the second time. And then after that, I realized you are just a troll. You're trying to bait us and troll this chat. And I'm going to ignore you. Hey, Mama Six. Okay. Oh, you're not my Jasmine Hill, but that's okay. It's okay, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have to ask that question because if you were one of my former students, Jasmine Hill, you would be well old enough to be in here, honey. You would be knocking on 30. That's how long. She was one of my first babies. I taught her, had to be around 2006, 2005, 2006. So if she was in middle school in 2005, 2006, you are well above the age threshold to be in my chat, child. Anyway, so are they stealing people off the street and selling them into sex traffic? Okay, what about the Holocaust? Hello, people knew about the Holocaust, and We won't get into all the politics of the Holocaust, but let's be clear. People knew what the hell Hitler was doing. Did they know to the extent? No. But they definitely knew that there was a campaign of hate and that there was a genocide going on because people were telling them. Now, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Let's get back to slavery. So, here's the thing about slavery. And I'm paraphrasing, y'all. I can't get into no whole deep. You are from the DC metro area, though? Oh, it's a shortened version of your last name. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So there was now. Let me say this. I'm gonna put it in the chat. If you guys like podcast, I'm gonna put it in the description box. If you guys like podcasts, there is a podcast that I've been listening to, and it is called "The Truth About Slavery," and it is a great podcast. Please, you guys, in all reality, this is not the shady part. This is the serious part. In all reality, you guys, if you are interested in history or you're just interested in getting more of the specifics and the ins and the outs, read that. I mean, listen to that podcast. Great podcast. I'll pull it up. And there's another great podcast that I'm going to suggest to you guys through this conversation as well. Because like I said, it's going to be shady, but we're going to learn a little bit too. The second podcast I want to tell you guys about is called Teaching Hard History. It is under the Teaching Tolerance Project, and it is called American Slavery, Teaching Hard History. And again, it is very, very, very informative, and it gives you some great information as it relates to slavery in America. Let me rewind that. The first one is called The History of American Slavery. It's not teaching. It's The History of American Slavery. And the second one is called Teaching Hard History, American Slavery. Hey, Jonathan. So with that being said, let's be clear. There were a variety of things that were going on with the African slave trade. Yes, absolutely. There were situations where you had tribes that were selling prisoners of war into slavery because the tribes were at war. They would, have prisoners of war. The white man would come along, offer, blah, blah, blah. I'm oversimplifying this, y'all. Let's be clear. So to say that Africans sold other Africans into slavery, it is not a false statement, okay? But then to further say that is the only way that the African slave trade happened would be a false statement. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I need to start on Malcolm X document. You know what? I was going to watch it today, and I started watching here tonight. I swear, y'all, I was going to watch that today. You know what? I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm going to watch it tonight in between the Love and Hip Hops. That sounds blasphemous that I'm going to say in between my Love and Hip Hops, I'm going to watch Malcolm X. But anyway, I have a daughter. A cow can't replace my child no matter how much it's worth. Yeah, I must have missed something. That troll knows slavery is still going on, like 2020, seriously. Dowry for women. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I did miss something. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, I knew they were talking about the Africans, the African slave trade. I knew what they were talking about, whatever. But yes, there's still a lot of things very much still going on in plain sight that people know about and ain't nobody doing nothing about. So that your whole hypothesis is flawed to begin with. But like I said, I knew he was trolling. I knew he was waiting for us to do the typical, cuss him out black person thing. I knew that's what he wanted. I'm going to watch it, y'all. I'm going to watch it. I promise y'all I'm going to watch it. And like I said, I had every intention of watching it today. But you know what? Okay, see, this is how I get off topic. I woke up in a funk this morning. I had some stuff going on this weekend. Abby knows part of it, but that's not why I was upset, child. That ain't nothing that deep. But I had a few other things going on this weekend, and I'm just processing it. It's nothing deep. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's just some stuff going on. So I kind of woke up in a funk this morning. So kind of what I had planned to do today, I didn't really do. Because I really, truly had planned to get up this morning and binge it. That was my plan. I was going to get up at like 9, 10 o'clock. I had already set my alarm to not let myself sleep too late. And I was going to binge it. But Abby helped me get in a good mood because she was talking about how she had to do a praise dance this morning. She had to play some gospel. She had to get her mind right. She said she had a good old ugly cry. I said, you know what? I think that's what I need to do. So I left out of her chat. And while I was getting myself ready for the day, I played my gospel playlist, and some of my favorites came on, and it put me in a better mood. And I had to, I was good. And I ran out and did a couple of things that I needed to do, but I wasn't going to do because I didn't feel like doing it. But I said, I'm up. I have some energy. I'm feeling good now. Let me go do what I have to do. And then when I came home, I was like, I want to stay in my happy place. And the heat of the night puts me in my happy place. And so I was watching the heat of the night because that's my happy place. Okay. So that is why I did not get to the documentary today, because I needed to stay in my happy place. But I'm okay now. I feel better now. I'm in a better mood now. We good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to wait till everyone sees it. But you had you side-eye people your daddy's age? Okay, we could talk about it. Because I promise y'all, look, let me tell y'all, I promise y'all that's what the live was supposed to be about today. The live was going to be about the Malcolm X documentary because my intention was to watch it. So that's why I said we're going to talk about slavery for a little while. Anyway. So that's what that is. Okay. So, let's be clear. For those who do not know or do not understand or did not know, if you've already learned something new already, the fact that if you did not know that Africans sold other Africans into slavery, then you have already learned something today, and I have already done my job. But if you already knew that, then what you also know is that there is no one answer to how slavery started. There's no one easy tie it up in a bow answer. It just isn't. There are a lot of varieties that were thrown into the pot, cooked it up, and boom, right? And so, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, babes. I am. Thank you, guys. I am. I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, and I changed it. I did. The live was for 6:30, but then I was done doing some stuff that I thought it was going to take me longer, so I just scheduled it for earlier so I can get done and I can do some. Anyway, so I changed the time. So that was my first little conversation about slavery, right? So that's what made me be like, wow, people really, but again, it was a troll. So when you know someone is trying to bait you by throwing out the most heinous thing they think they can say to try to get a reaction out of you. This person also said that Democrats started the Ku Klux Klan and Democrats we know that. We know Southern Democrats. We know about the Dixiecrats. We know that the Democrats were, that it was the party, the Republican Party of Lincoln and stuff. We got it. And if you know about your political history, you know that over time, the ideologies have evolved and have changed. We know when it happened. You can pinpoint around, not exactly, but around the time of the New Deal and move its way forward slowly but surely into the 1950s, 1960s. Hell, Martin Luther King was a Republican. That does not mean that in the 20 of the 20, that the Republican Party is who I most of the time support. That doesn't mean that all Republicans are bad. That means that their ideology in this moment in time does not necessarily match what I need. That doesn't mean that the Democrats always match it either. But look, don't get me started. That's a whole nother conversation too, y'all. Don't get me. Thank you, Mama Says. It's Fenty. It's actually a mixture. It's Fenty. It's two Fenty colors. It's a mixture. There's a gold. It's like this gold. Well, you can't really tell it, but it's like this gold. And then it's this like this darker, like burnt orange color. That's what it is. Thank you, ma'am. Anyway, so right. People don't read, child. People don't read, people don't comprehend. People hear what they want to hear. Okay. This Saturday night, somebody on these YouTube streets decided to give us a history lesson on slavery. Hey, Classy Coco. decided to give us a history lesson, had a voice on slavery. Now, some of what this person said was on point. Not about the slavery part. I'm going to get to that in a second. But about how the Black woman's body was once something to be made fun of and to ridicule, and now it is something that is revered and people pay money for. Same thing as our lips. Same thing as our complexion, right? The same thing you could say about the Black woman's body is the same thing you could say about the fact that people tan and burn their skin, because that is what tanning is. You are burning your skin, risking skin cancer to look like me. Now, I know some Black people do tan. One of my really good friends, that's my beach buddy. We go to the beach together all the time, and that woman lays out in the sun all day, every day. I, on the other hand, am sitting under the biggest damn umbrella or cabana on the beach with sunblock SPF 5000. I don't tan. I don't want to tan. I don't. But again, to each his own. We know that the Kardashians and some of these other people have infiltrated and has taken something that we naturally have and turned it into a mark of beauty. And now they've turned it into empires. Look at Kylie. Kylie is a damn billionaire off of plumping her lips. Something that we naturally have, right? So that part of what she was saying, I was like, okay. She got that. I mean, she was still being simple in how she was saying it, but okay. But then this dumb shot. But then this simple bitch said, she said, it's not funny, y'all. I swear it's not funny. She said, that is why the slave owners would rape the slaves because their sushi, I'm going to get back to the sushi in a second, because their sushi was the best sushi, the better sushi, and they would leave their white wives and go on down to the slave cabin and go on, drop it, Miss Creole. Go on and drop that hashtag, Debo. Go on, drop the hashtag, Debo. Y'all. I need everybody to be ready. For all of y'all who rock with me on a regular basis, for all of y'all who are in my chat on a regular basis, Abby, I need you to get down a pen and a paper because you're going to want to memorialize what I'm getting ready to say. I'm serious. You're going to write down today's date. You're going to want to write down the time that I'm getting ready to say what I'm getting ready to say. Somebody going to want to go tag and tell this person that I'm getting ready to speak on. Somebody's going to want to tell that person, oh my gosh, you need to come and hear what Really B just said about you. I'm telling y'all, write down today's date, write down the time, get the timestamp of the chat. I'm serious because what I'm getting ready to say, y'all going to want to hear. As Spiller Boy would say, come close, my loves. Come close. Come close, my loves. I have to agree with Wiley on this one. I'm going to let that sink in. I'm going to let that one sink in for all of y'all who always want to talk about me cussing Wiley out. I'm going to let that one sink in. Before I even go any further, I'm going to let that one sink in. Wiley did a 1 minute video. It was like a 1 minute and 30-second video today. And the title of the video was something along the lines of a message to Phi Babe. Hold on, y'all. Wiley, if you flag me, you just have to flag me because I'm serious. I'm giving you your props on this one. And I'm serious, y'all. I'm giving Wiley his props on this one. And I'm not bullshitting. Let me tell y'all something. When Wiley puts the character down, when he puts the Wiley character down and he's Marquise Wiley and he's talking with some sense, I'm not gonna go too far. I'm not gonna go too far. But on this one. Blink if you need help. I'm so serious, y'all. Hold on. I'm serious. Y'all, and Wiley might flag this video. I don't know if he's gonna flag it or not, but I'm serious. Y'all need to hear what Wiley said because I'm so serious, y'all. I listened to that thing and I said, huh. Because it was 2 minutes. I said, let me see what he's talking about. It's called To My Sis Phi Babe, My Response. And it was only 2 minutes long. So I said, well, let me hear what he can listen.
Saw your news report and I say, sister, if we're gonna do a news report, do it, but don't be biased. Jay Wilson is the one that invited me on his platform to do an interview.
Not this part.
And if you say I'm not going to drag Jay Wilson, but you stand with QB of the Midwest, my sister, you drag Jay Wilson. If you stand by what QB of the Midwest have said,
not this part.
You stand by dragging Jay Wilson. You can't have it both ways. And for your statement to say women have good sushi, I'm like, if you would have kept it like that, okay, you good on that. But to say, why do you think the slave master raped the black woman is because they got good sushi? No. That wasn't the reason. The reason why black women were raped and abused by their slave master is because they were considered property. They did not see them as human beings. They saw the thing as pleasure, property, and nothing more. That was it. And for you to say that, I think you need to apologize and you get on your massive platform and make these degrading statements without no type of education, no type of knowledge when it comes to what went down for women on the plantation. They went through a lot of verbal abuse, sexual abuse, and it even had to come to the time where they had to breed with their own sons or brothers because the slave master wanted to make sure they had children because it was good business if more babies are on the plantation because those babies in return turn into.
Again, it's only a 2 minute video. Look. Like Abby said, a broken clock is right twice a day. That was succinct, to the point, and factual. To say that the reason why, first of all, I don't know why she keeps referring to the punani as anything related to fish. I don't know. I don't get it. When I was growing up, when a boy would say something about fish, it was a derogatory thing. They were throwing, they were insulting you. To be called fishy, to be told that you smell like fish, that was an insult. So why she continues to connect her lady parts and fish, that is her issue. I don't never want nobody to connect my lady parts to no parts of no fish, especially uncooked fish. That is what sushi is, ma'am. It is uncooked fish. That is not what my lady parts are. Now, moving forward. Well, that's probably what it is, Abby, but then you keep that with you. Don't bring that over here. But to equate, first of all, we know rape is never about sex, correct? Rape is never about sex. Rape is always about power. It is never, ever, ever about sex. Let's be clear. It is always about proving that you have the power over someone. Have y'all ever seen rapists who are beautiful, handsome, gorgeous? Because women and men can be rapists. And you say, well, why why they gotta steal it or take it? They could get it from anybody they want because it's not about sex. It's about power. So if you concede the fact that the slave owners were raping their slaves, then you have to concede the fact that it's about power and not sex. So it has nothing to do with how sexy the Black woman was to the slave owner. It has nothing to do with how voluptuous her butt was and how thin and how small her waist was, which is what she said, because Black women have a small waist and a wide butt. I'm going to get back to that one in a second. But it's never about sex. Yes, Jen Marie, it's about control. It's about power. So for you to make it seem like this had anything to do that the slave owner raping his slaves had anything to do with sexuality, ma'am. And it's not just that it's an ignorant thing. It's not that, people are just throwing shade on YouTube or whatever. It is scary because what somebody said, and I don't remember who this was now. I really don't remember who it was. I really would like to give credit where credit is due, but I don't remember. I don't remember if this was Kwani. I don't remember. No, it was Lex Max. I know who exactly. It was Lex Max. Y'all check out Lex Max's video. Her video is only like 9 minutes long. Check out Lex Max's video where she speaks on this as well. It was Lex Max. And she said, what is scary, and the reason why people need to speak on it is because, one, you have a child, a daughter, and for you to have that mindset, are you spreading that mindset of sexuality and over sexualization of who you are? Is that the mindset that you are sharing with your daughter? And two, I told y'all this before, and El Teddy said this last week. I believe he said it last week. What's scary isn't the fact that she sits up there and she says these things. What's scary is that the people in her chat co-sign that shit, and nobody in that chat said, "Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait, whoa. I didn't see that. Now, I don't be deep in her chat like that. So let me be clear. If it was said, I missed it. But it wasn't enough. Even if one or two people said it, it wasn't enough. Every single Black woman in that chat should have been offended. Every single Black woman in that chat should have been offended. Everybody in that chat that had a Black sister or a Black mama or a Black daughter should have been offended. And they should have called her on that shit. This ain't about beef. This ain't about whether you like me or you like James or this is not even what that's about. This is about spreading the hate, spreading the false narrative of what slavery was in this country, what it meant, who it affected, and how it affected. It is important. It is imperative that we as Black people continue to spread the truth about our history, because they're not going to do it. And if you buy into this mindset, do you realize that that is the stereotype that had been spread down and passed down from generation to generation to generation about the over-sexualized Black woman? Do you not understand that that was the justification for superior groups such as the Ku Klux Klan to constantly come into our homes and take our women, and the Black man could not do anything to stop it or risk his life being killed? That is the emasculation of our men and the sexualization of our women. And it's never about sexuality. It is always about power. And that's what's scary. I don't give a damn about you liking me. I could care less. What I do give a damn about is you spreading to your platform, to your child, that mindset that the white man has used to continue to try to oppress us. That's what I care about. You're ignorant. And you sound ignorant. And I'm not even going to talk about the fact that before you went there, you were making, once again, homophobic statements. But we ain't going to go there. Either you believe the woman homophobic or you don't. I can't convince you that she is. But at the end of the day, y'all, At the end of the day, that's what we need to make sure that we are upset about. That's ignorant as fuck. And for people to be in that chat, yes, girl, amen. That's just simple as hell. That's simple as hell. So you mean to tell me that when Ku Klux Klan members went into people's homes in the middle of the night and dragged their women out and raped them and couldn't go to the police? Husband couldn't retaliate. You mean to tell me that was about sex? Because she had a thin waist and wide hips? That's what that was about? That's what you... Okay. That's what it was? Okay. I'm looking something up, y'all. That's what because I don't want to say this person's name wrong. So hold on. I'm looking something up. Oh, Lord. Don't you hate when your fingers move faster than your brain moves faster than your fingers? Here it is right here. That's what I'm looking for. She's the type of woman. Y'all know I'm behind on the comments because I just been talking. See, that's why I don't watch her. Her ignorance is catchy, and I don't want none of that on me, child. She is the type that doesn't want to better herself. She likes being ignorant. Here's the thing, though, Jacqueline. I don't know if she understands how ignorant she really, truly is. I think she thinks she's right. That's the sad part. I think she thinks she's right. Our people perish from a lack of knowledge. So you think she's trying to justify something that happened in her own life? That is the only warped lesson I would think that she could have for the buffoonery. I don't know. I'm deeply terrified for her daughter. I'm not being facetious. Me too, child. The folk who have sense are supposed to accept her BS. She's vile, ignorant, and all I could do is pray for her. Okay. Let me tell y'all the story. And some of y'all may know this story. And for those who don't, again, hope you're learning something. And this is what I was looking up. A lot of people know Rosa Parks. We know what we know Rosa Parks for, right? A lot of people know Rosa Parks for her work with the NAACP in reference to the Montgomery bus boycott. I'm not getting into that story. That is not what this is about. What a lot of people do not realize is that Rosa Parks had been working with the NAACP for years. Rosa Parks, she held positions within the NAACP. She worked in NAACP offices. There was a case. A woman by the name of Reese Taylor. There was a documentary done on Reese Taylor on HBO last year, and there was a really good book written a few years back. I met the author, and she actually signed my copy of the book. Reese Taylor was a young mother who was walking home from church one night, and she was walking with her brothers. They were coming home from revival, honey. Y'all know, down south. They was walking home late at night. Well, not late at night, but it was dark. And, of course, they didn't have no car. They was walking. A car rolls up alongside of them, and they kidnapped Reese Taylor. And they gang rape Reese Taylor. And they deposit Reese Taylor. Now, I'm giving you the short version of the story. You can Google it. You can look at the documentary. You can read the book. Please do get some more information. Nobody within the town could retaliate or could go to the police, because y'all know that story. The police were connected. The police were Klan members, all of that. The pastor told a friend of his who lived outside of the area, told them the story. And that person contacted the authorities there and the NAACP there. Rosa Parks was working for the NAACP at the time. Again, I'm giving y'all the brief story because I don't want to speak on all the different names and locations, but this is the general story. Rosa Parks was sent to the town to investigate the rape. And she was doing her job, as far as trying to get the information, interviewing people, trying to get the story, trying to get it all broken down. And she was actually physically assaulted. She was physically picked up and physically thrown out of a house where she was talking with someone. The police showed up. They went into that house and they physically picked her up and threw her and told her if she comes back, they're going to kill her. This is Rosa Parks. See, this is the Rosa Parks they don't tell y'all about, okay? Now, Rosa Parks, she snuck back a couple of times. She snuck back. But ultimately, she did end up having to leave. And the NAACP did try to pursue the case. There's a whole, like I said, go look at the documentary, get all of the details. But I'm saying all that to say, if we were to ask Reese Taylor about her ordeal, do you think that she would say it was because she had a slim waist and a big butt? Or do you think it would be about those white men? Because she was married at the time. She had children at the time. Her brothers were with her at the time when she was abducted. Do you not think that not every single one of those men in her family wanted to do something and retaliate? But they, again, life is all about choices. They could have, but we know what the end of that story would have been, correct? And again, her story of, again, y'all go look it up. I don't want to get too far off the topic and get too deep into. It's a great. I don't want to use the word great because it's not a great story, but it gives you another glimpse of Rosa Parks. So from that aspect, it's great, but it also. Oh, the other side of 40 sister. Okay. How you doing, babe? But again, that story, it's a hard story. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's a hard story. That workshop I keep telling y'all about that I went to at Duke University, we spent a whole day on female. I don't want to use the word sexuality, but we spent a whole day talking about the female experience as it related to the civil rights movement, as it related to the violation, as it related to women. Like, we talked in depth about these stories. Reese Taylor is one story out of thousands. And we talked in depth. And Rosa Parks' story, her job, part of her job was to go out and to interview these women, bring the information back to the NAACP so the NAACP can make a decision on how to best move forward with trying to help these women get justice. Reese Taylor never fully got justice. I think she finally got an apology when she was in her 60s. But Reese Taylor ended up having to leave town. Her husband left her. It was a mess. Y'all read the story. And again, it was a documentary. I want to say, I forget the name of it, but if you Google Reese Taylor, HBO, it'll come up. And if you have HBO on demand, I'm sure it's in there, especially with this being Black History Month. I'm sure it's not hard to find. But the book is called, and I met the author, and even though she a white woman, don't let yourself get caught up on the fact that the author is a white woman telling a Black story. She started off researching it as her dissertation, because her dissertation was dealing with that topic of the female contribution to the civil rights movement. And as she was studying the Rosa Parks and stuff like that, it got deeper, and she learned about this part of Rosa Parks. You see what I'm saying? And from that, she expanded, and she went into, and her book is deep, y'all. It gets into the whole, all of this that we talking about the rape, about the exploitation, about the over sexualized idea of the Black woman. All of that, I'm telling y'all, it's a good book. Maybe y'all need to send a copy of it to y'all friend up in Chicago, chat. I'm just saying. Let me get her name for y'all, because it's a good book. I'm telling y'all. It's a really good book. I might have been faster for me to just go up the steps and get my book than for me to Google it, but because my fingers are moving, keeps messing up. Hold on. Oh, Lord. I think Oprah might be making a movie, y'all. Because when I Google Reese Taylor, why Oprah name pop up under more people you should look at? I don't know. Maybe she making a book. Now, Reese Taylor's daughter had something to do with the documentary. So if y'all ain't comfortable with the white woman telling y'all the story, y'all can go look at the documentary. Her daughter helped with that. But the book is called At the Dark End of the Street, and it's At the Dark End of the Street, Black Women, Rape, and the Civil Rights Movement. And Resistance. I'm telling y'all. That book, and it's the author's name is Danielle McGuire, and she's great. I met her. She's a sweetheart. She's not one of those patronizing, I'm going to tell you about your history type white women. You understand what I'm saying? She is not. And again, her research started off as her dissertation, and it evolved into the book. And she talks about how it started with her having an idea of this, and it ended up that. I'm telling y'all, it's a good book. I'm telling y'all need to go. But don't read it when you already mad, because it's going to piss you off. I'm just telling you. But it is a good book, but it digs deep, y'all. The book digs deep into those stories. It digs deep into that hypersexualized idea of what the Black woman was and why white men felt justified in violating the Black woman. It talked about how it was used as a tool to emasculate the Black man. Don't get it twisted. These women were married. They had fathers, they had brothers, they had sons. And every time the white man violated them and dared them to do something about it, you are emasculating the Black man. Every time you're emasculating the Black man. And it started with slavery and it worked its way down. Even, we know it still goes on, but even into the Civil Rights Movement. I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Oh, no. My fingers are emotional. Uh-oh. Am I still buffering, y'all? Uh-oh. Am I still buffering? I don't know why I'm frozen. Okay, I'm okay now. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. So, y'all, when I hit, so anyway, that's why I had to I'm serious, y'all. It was a little shade, but I wanted to bring y'all a little education, because at the end of the day, you know, I don't know how much of what you say comes from ignorance. I don't know how much of what you say is coming from you trying to be funny, like somebody said earlier in the chat. I don't know how much of what you're saying comes from you just trying to throw digs at other people. But do you really realize how stupid you look? You really realize how ignorant you sound? He says I'm frozen again. I don't know why I keep freezing up. Hold on, y'all. I don't have enough people in here for it to be no, you know, y'all know we be small and intimate up in here. Really realize how stupid you. Okay. The case received renewed public attention when in 1910 book written by a book and a 2017 documentary, and when Taylor was mentioned by Oprah Winfrey. Okay. That's why Oprah came up. Okay. And she did. I remember that. I do remember Oprah bringing her name up. I remember that. Yeah, I remember Oprah bringing her name up. Yeah, y'all. So at the end of the day, I just want us to understand that it's not about sex. And let's just be silly for a second. So you were saying that the black man, I'm sorry, the slave owner loved the black woman's body because she had a small waist and a big butt. So heavy-set slaves didn't get violated? So if you didn't have a butt, because there are black women that don't have no butt. There are black women that don't have big breasts. There are black women that aren't voluptuous and have wide hips. Y'all know that, right? So you mean to tell me those women were picked over, they were safe? They were safe from the slave master because they didn't have that voluptuous body that you were describing? Is that what you're saying? Like, just listen to how ignorant you sound. This is just how simple you sound. You're a simple woman. Exactly, Miss Creole, exactly. They were not all skinny women. They were not all small women. Like, come on, man. How ignorant do you have to be? Man. So again, y'all, go back. I know we don't like talking about slavery, but here's the reason why it's important to talk about it, because I think then people they forget, or they allow somebody else to tell them their reality. And I'm not claiming I know everything either. That's why I'm telling y'all resources. Go, listen, look, hear, read for yourself. I told you 2 podcasts that you can go and listen to while you riding down the street in your car. You can hear about slavery. There's one of the podcasts where they talk about the Levi Strauss Company's connection to slavery. We wear Levi every day. We wear cotton every day. We wear denim every day. But I'm telling you, it'll make you think twice. It'll make you be like, damn, for real? Let me see. The documentary is on Amazon Prime. See, let me tell y'all something. That Amazon Prime, honey, I need a sponsorship to Amazon Prime, honey. That thing keep popping up. It never was. Rape has always been used as a tool for disempowerment. In war practices from ancient times to present, rape happens after. Thank you, child. I'm gonna put you up here. That's what I'm talking about, little baby. That's what I'm talking about. It absolutely has to be discussed, the voice, so it can be remembered. And that's why I say, I want people to know Rosa Parks for her works, not for the version of the story people choose to tell us. And that is no disrespect to her place in history that we know. But understand that this woman and her civil rights activism was not limited to just that. However you choose to look at that moment. Let's look at the work she did with the Scottsboro brothers. I keep saying brothers, the Scottsboro boys. Let's look at the work that she did with Reese Taylor. Let's look at the entirety of her works. Who we throwing under the bus? Oh, Lord. My great-grandmother was raped by a white man. It is something that is it's a part of your history. Child, Yana, I know the story of Jack Daniels too, honey. But you know what I will say about the story of Jack Daniels? When I went to the distillery, they give him credit. They give the black man credit for coming up with the formula. They give the black man credit. They give him his due. Now, they do that. They give him his due. He got a whole wall. The family, his family, they have compensated. So, it didn't happen in real time. But it has happened. Who is Tiffany? We'll be throwing Tiffany under the bus. Hold on. But you know what? Jacqueline, this is what I'm gonna say about Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish is a comedian. She can be ignorant. Comedians are ignorant. She's a comedian. That is her job to be. I'm not saying all comedians are ignorant or all comedians that's their shtick, but that is a part of her shtick. That crazy black woman thing, that is a part of her shtick. But I'm gonna tell you what, read her book. Read her book. I read her book. Now don't get the audio. Don't listen to it on tape. Don't listen to it on tape. Okay? Because she reads it. Don't listen to it on tape. But read her book, because I think it'll give you a different picture of who she is, what she's been through, and she's really not. She's playing a character, and she's a comedian. Now, if she were coming up here trying to be serious, then I would, but I met her at my job, and what you see on TV is not who she is. She was very nice, but none of the yeah, that's what I'm saying, because she's playing a character, Jacqueline. That's her shtick. You know what I'm saying? She's playing a character. I mean, the same thing with Andrew Dice Clay. I know I just dated myself. A lot of y'all don't know who Andrew Dice Clay is, but Andrew Dice Clay played this obnoxious ass, sexist, asshole comedian in the 1980s. That is not who he was. That was his character. Andrew Dice Clay was a character. You know what I mean? He was a comedian. Yeah, don't do the audio. Don't do the audio. Don't do the audio. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Joyce Simmons. Yeah, don't do the audio, because the audio is not good. It's not. Don't do the audio tape. But read it. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to get off here, you guys. It's been an hour. I just came on here to throw a little knowledge. Like I said, this is not about whether I like this person or not personally. I don't know this woman outside of YouTube. I don't know her like that. This not about her throwing jabs back and forth at me or throwing jabs back and forth at James or any of that. This is about ignorance. It is about knowledge. It is about self-knowledge. It is about spreading an untrue narrative. It is about the disrespecting the women who came before us, who had to go through all of this. And it's really about disrespecting our men who were emasculated in the process. If you want to have a deeper conversation, we can't do it today. But if you want to have a deeper conversation on how that emasculation connects to where we still are today as a society of Black women and Black men, I mean, we can dig deeper. But when you come on here and you reduce it down to we were more attractive and we had some good hoo-ha, when you reduce it to that, you disrespect all of it. You disrespect all of it. Thank you, Fresh Press Juice. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm doing, boo. That's all I'm doing is putting my 2 cents spin on it. And I hope, Abby, I hope you wrote it down. The time, the date, the time stamp, honey. Because look, I can give credit where credit is due. And when I listened to that video today, I said, I'm going to tell you what, I almost left a comment. Because I was like, oh. That's a perfect example. Wiley is a character he plays. When Marquise Wiley's talking, and he's talking politics, and he's talking, when Marquise Wiley is talking, Marquise Wiley be making sense. Now that damn Wiley show, the character of Wiley, that's the motherfucker I can't deal with. That's the. But today, hey, when you write, you write. A broken clock is right twice a day. Okay. You guys, please, if you have not subscribe. Please go on and hit me with that good subscribe. Hit the bell. If you want to share this good video, go on and hit it on. Share it on all your platforms. Copy the link. Send it out to everybody. I don't care. Please make sure if you have not already subscribed to Abby, please subscribe to Abby Reviews. Again, we are still trying to get Abby to her 1,000, honey. My little sister Danny has got goals 2020. Is starting her YouTube journey now. Her subject matter is a little different. She's not doing as of right now, I'm gonna say, but right now, starting with her journey, she's been dealing with some health issues, and she's chronicling her journey through this, and hopefully it will help other women who are dealing with other issues. Let me say this, and this is going off on another tangent. You know, women are more misdiagnosed than men when it comes to medical issues, because with women, a lot of male and female doctors still have that archaic mindset that women are just hysterical and women are just, and so when you go to the doctor and you complain about certain things, it takes a lot longer for women to be diagnosed than men when it comes to certain health ailments. So anyway, that's just me going off on my tangent, honey. So please check her out, you guys. I think she's only uploaded a few videos, but she's in the process of uploading some more. My baby Discovering Dez is in the room. Y'all go check out Discovering Dez. He's first of all, he's an educator like myself, but he also has some great content he's got over there. He does reviews as well and a few little odds and ends. Y'all go check him out. It's Me D. He's another one. Got some great content over there. Y'all go check him out. Those some sweet guys over there. I saw Lord. I saw BB Nice creeping here earlier. Y'all check out BB Nice. Excuse me. Of course, you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter. You can email me if you have a comment, question, concern. Leave a comment. You see the Cash App. Y'all know y'all ain't got to give me nothing, but if you do, I appreciate it. And with that being said, let me check the comments one last time. Yeah, they think we're hypochondriac. Yes, you're right, Yana. And even longer for Black women. You're absolutely correct. Even longer for Black women. I was going to throw that out there, but I said I'll just leave it as women. But you're right. For Black women, even longer. You know what? It's Me D. You had to go back to the beginning when I was talking about my day. It started off a little funky, but it ended up pretty good. I've enjoyed this is my second time going live today, and I needed it. I needed y'all's energy today. I really did. And I'm not even bullshitting on that. That is not bullshit. I went into Abby's live earlier today, and Abby reminded me that sometimes you just got to recharge, and I logged out of her live. I kind of went and recharged, and I have felt better. I honestly can say, let me tell you something. You don't have to know what I know about my God, but I'm going to tell you what I know about my God, okay? And I'm not about to turn this into no praise break, but let me tell you something. Just sometimes all I need is a good song telling me that he has not forsaken me, telling me that I am made in his image, telling me that my troubles won't last always. Sometimes I just need to hear it put to a little melody, a little tune, and I need to hear it. And I know I'm okay. And I ain't even trying to turn this into no praise break, but I'm telling you, that's what I needed today. That's what I got. Abby, thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. And I did. You have to read or seen the movie The Learning Tree because it's about my family. I'm going to say this to you, Jacqueline. I believe I have seen it years ago. If it's the movie that I'm thinking about, I believe I've seen it years ago. But now knowing that you are connected to the movie, I will make it my business to go look at it again. I will do that. I went to school. Y'all remember the movie Radio? By Cuba Gooding played him. I went to school with his cousin, and Both you have helped me today. I've had bad anxiety and depression and PTSD from my cancer. Oh, well, I'm glad, Yana. I'm glad. Praise, dancing hand in the air. Okay, I'm telling y'all. Sometimes, look, I told y'all today wasn't one of those days, but I told you that I have days where I wake up because my body. I told y'all, I got sick a few years ago, and my body just, my body ain't gonna never be what my body was. And some days I wake up and I just, so that wasn't what it was today. Today it was just some other stuff going on. But it was a good day. So thank you, It's Me D. To answer your question, it started off a little slow, but it ended up a little good. Discovering Dead said, listen to Revelations 19:1 by Sunday Service Choir. Hold on, let me write that down. Because I'm going to listen to it right now. As soon as because I'm about to hit this button and I'm going to listen to it right now. Hold on. I keep a pad of paper right next to me. Where did I put it? Oh, you know what? See what happens when you clean up? I keep a pad of paper right here, but I was straightening up. Because I keep telling y'all there's a chair right here. There's a chair right here. And so I sit here because, see, this is how I get off on tangents. I bought this chair, like literally, I bought new furniture right before I got sick. And I was in the hospital for 2 months. And then after I got out of the hospital, I had to move in. I had to live with my parents for a couple of months because I wasn't allowed to walk up and down the steps by myself, and I couldn't drive and all that good stuff. And when I finally got back home to my house regularly in my house, and I sat in a chair, it's not comfortable anymore. But it was a brand new freaking chair. So usually when I have company come, I clean the chair out for, where they can sit. And but in the meantime, this is my little junk area when I'm watching TV or when I'm talking to y'all. So it's my little junk area. See, I be telling y'all all my business. Anyway, let me scroll back up. Your best friend is from radio's hometown. Yeah, I like when I'm connected to people, because you realize that the world is just small. Revelations 19:1 by Sunday Service Choir. Okay. Is it on YouTube or I need to go to iTunes? Is that something I can find on YouTube? It's about your aunt and uncle story. One of them is still alive. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to check that out, y'all. The learning tree. I'm going to check it out, Jacqueline. I'm definitely going to check that out. Oh, look at El Teddy done changed his logo and everything. Okay, El Teddy, I see you, boo. Don't claim that your body is better than ever. You are healthier than you have ever been. Okay, KK, thank you, boo. But we're working on the healthy part. But I mean, I love my body. My body is what it is. But thank you, guys. Thank you. It's on my playlist. You just didn't make it to it this morning. All right, I'm about to listen to it right now. Like, literally, I'm about to hit the button and I'm about to type it in. El Teddy, are you going live? Because I'm getting ready to shut this down. Are you going live so I can kick everybody your way? Is anybody else going live? It's me, Discovering Dez. It's me, D. El Teddy, Ebby. You normally don't go live in the evening, but I mean, if you get that inkling, anybody going live, I can kick them. Let everybody know where to find y'all because I'm about to hit the damn button. Yeah, that's what. Me too, Yana. I think I've seen the learning tree, but I couldn't tell you the story. I couldn't, I couldn't. But I'm almost certain I've seen the movie, but I need to go back and I am going to go back and look at it though. Okay, waiting to see what El Teddy says, and then we're going to click off. And then I'm about to have me a praise break right here in my living room, honey. You might do a live review of Love and Hip Hop New York. Okay. Well, you guys, if y'all keep an eye out to see if El Teddy is going to do a live review. He said he might click the button. He got about 45 minutes to figure it out. But if not, I'll see you guys. Y'all know Tuesdays are hard for me to go live because I do stuff after work on Tuesdays. But if I can get in here, I'll get in here tomorrow. If not, you guys have a great day. Oh, you know what? Tomorrow is my long lunch day. Maybe I'll go live at lunchtime. Tomorrow's my long lunch day. So I may do that. But with that being said, I appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate y'all time, y'all energy, y'all attention. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace. It's very good. It gives you some of its history. Okay, I'm going to look at it. Let me look at it.